One of you who sent me their CSGO tricks for today's episode will win this beautiful skin in the end, so stick around. Plus, although hundreds of people still sent me fake smokes on Mirage, there were some of you who actually took their time and sent me crazy cool newer trick ideas for the game. We're gonna start it off with very easy yet effective supportive flashbang that I have never seen before on Vertigo. Let's say you're stuck in this annoying box position, crouching, yet you can still help your teammates by throwing a flash like this. It'll blind most of the key opposite side angles but do nothing to your own teammates, so an amazing piece of utility because it's easy to remember, easy to throw, plus could be extra effective in many different situations. Alright, phenomenal wallbang lineup on Dust 2, CT spawn, position yourself in the middle of this V shape on the ground, then count to 4 from the right and aim like shown. If you feel it, try your luck and you might surprise someone camping behind this fairly common box spot, like people have surprised Conor McGregor a couple of last occasions. Surely a great move for your CT spawn sniper to try before going for the retake, as it could take one enemy out from the round. In Fabian's own footage you can see a clean AWP headshot kill, although you could also deliver some damage with a scout or auto sniper, but for example Deagle and M4 do nothing here. Next up, a stupid genius Molotov on overpass that runs on the same never exploding idea. Get into this trash can corner, aim up from this building wall till your crosshair is in the middle of this C shape in the sky. Then just left click throw. I think the molly touches a magical skybox because it doesn't explode in the air like it should, but it goes over the bush and sets B breach on the fire. This could actually be useful to ruin the rotations a bit from B, distract the secondary boost here, or get people away from this water corner. You also have a bit playing room with the lineup. If anyone can CSGO scientifically explain this molly, let us know in the comments, as David Copperfield would be proud. We're gonna continue with an awesome one-way smoke on Inferno, a very easy stuck position, right bottom corner of this darker brick aiming spot, and a casual left click throw that grants you with a smoke on the wall edge that makes retaking the bomb site a pure hell for opposing team, because if you hold it from a distance you can see them first and they shouldn't be able to cross here without getting heavily damaged. Super general. Next up, a simple yet effective smoke on train. Make sure you squeeze yourself into this wall edge, then aim at the right side of this black stripe, plus jump throw. Smoke does some intense bouncing like our dear Bitcoin, and similarly to Bitcoin has a very happy ending, resulting in a perfect Ivy smoke with no gaps on either side. If you know how it goes, you can throw it with speed, plus it's rather hard to mess it up. Enjoy! A quick and easy jump throw self-flash for Dust 2 Longhouse, corner position, aim at the box like shown, then jump throw plus peek out right after the flash pops. A flashbang itself is pretty universal, working from long corner to even pit, and at the same time being 100% safe for your own teammates. Alright, an Inferno one-way smoke starting from a corner position, aim down from this fence edge, something like this. Then a casual stand-up left-click throw, wait it out and get into Mexico/underpass/Vietnam, however you call this place, plus cross your fingers that someone peeks middle, because if they do, they shouldn't really see you, yet you are able to see them. That's exactly how a proper one-way smoke works. Tinder conversations and today's video have much in common because most of it are only going one way. Another one-way smoke, Dust 2 B backside corner. Aim up from this wall thingy until you hit the roof thingy and the left click throw. Smoke pops on the edge behind that famous box, which has helped us to find cover since 2001. Now simply climb up, feel free to move behind that smoke and use it to your advantage. Easy as that. If you push yourself into this corner on train, aim at the pipe curve like that, then move and get stuck behind the door frame, plus left click throw. You get a cool on top of the B bomb site smoke that could help your teammates to go out heaven without worrying about this common connector angle that CTs like to hold. This lineup nicely works when lower is smoked as well, so step up your B execute game and get creative. Next up, another one-way smoke that's kinda must know for an Inferno pit player because it's so easy to remember plus easy to execute. Corner position, Aim at the top of the door like that, plus a left click throw. Smoke bounces downwards like MIGUEL's reputation and stops at the barrel, giving you an exclusive chance to see opponent's lower body before they can see you. I love when you send me clips with successful trick attempts. This is a wallbang idea from our last video, and here is Pranavi's interpretation. Simple as that. Another smoke from Inferno. If you decide to quickly push A-apps to balcony, this is something that might come handy. Menu position, aim at the left window cover like shown. Plus jump throw. Smoke is as fast as Carrot Pail once was, lands on the hay cart and could help your team to enter a bomb site, for example in your next ambitious eco round. Feel free to try it out yourself. If you're stuck at B car position on Dust 2, you can always throw some flashes / other nades to your left by using the car bounce. Just aim at this line and left click throw. Flash shoot blind or at least distract people near tons. Also, the same idea works vice versa. If you know someone is there or you just want a clear car without peeking it first, bounce it like Nicki Minaj. Next up, another smoke idea, this time without a certain lineup and on cache, but if you get your smoke stuck on here, you could potentially play around it and see your opponents earlier than they see you. Of course, it's all when considering they don't throw the most common A-cross smoke themselves though. Also, feel free to create kinky lineup from a longer distance yourself, because right now you'd need someone to kinda throw it for you. Mirage, take this simple position. Aim at the right bottom corner of this thingy on the wall. If you're ready, then walk a bit plus jump throw. Smoke will enter ramp from the back and do the casual work here. Also feel free to adjust the exact smoke placement by how long you walk. It's just another alternative how your B players can support guys on A. The next trick only works when tunnels is smoked, because otherwise this dot lineup throwing position is too vulnerable. Aim kinda in the center of this weird U shape on the wall. It's the easiest to get it right with the zoom machine, plus a casual left click throw. Smoke lands on the box and grants you with a one way towards tunnels, a very situational move that's pretty hard to be pulled off, but we never know when those weird smokes become extra handy. I wish you sent me more of your own successful tricks in actual games and not video files but YouTube links, because this one again proves how those situational tricks can win you rounds. It all comes down to a 1v1 after plant situation, but Eren knows that Sandbag's edge position and a simple left click throw equals molly on the bomb, which in this case works flawlessly as CT didn't smoke bomb earlier, wastes a lot of time to smoke it later, and with low on time, Eren knows that CT will most likely stick to the defuse, so the result is an easy frag through the smoke and a round won. If you have problems remembering Mirage top mid to top con smoke and you're not afraid about window, then this might help you. Get stuck under this arch, aim at the building like shown, plus jump throw. Here it is, a beautiful curvy trajectory that results in yet another top connector smoke. Next up, on early round wallbang, you can try as a CT on overpass. Go hack those sandbags, take the height from a lower B and aim right side at the wood. Now feel free to start shooting and play around a bit with your crosshair, because if you're lucky the bullets can go through two woods, and think anybody crossing towards B short or monster, why not to greet them with decreasing their HP a little. It also works with USB, but obviously the damage you deal is not that great. Mr. Sai introduced me one trick / move that he often likes to do when defending A on Inferno. He throws a loosey-goosey smoke into short like that, so it somewhat covers the right side, and then he comes to hold this annoying hay cart gap angle. He said that 87.2% of the times it's an easy frag for him, since if opponents come out short, they never go through the smoke but behind it, peeking under the roof, and that's exactly what you should be prepared for. Let's go. We're gonna continue with a pretty nasty exploit / wallhack bug on the wingman map Lake. It was sent to me by Scumbin, and it's a bad one indeed. If you hack the rock and try to look sideways, your very side of the screen should give you a wall hack that you can use, for example, to see the T spawn. It's not that game breaking, just because usually T's don't camp in their spawn, but there are surely moments where this rock could give you an unfair advantage, and therefore I hope Valve sees it plus fixes it, because in real life you can't see through the rock. Next up, a creative one-way Molotov on nuke. Make sure a single door has only this small hole. Then take a corner position. Aim up from the white icon, plus take the height from the bottom side of this white sign. And if you feel it, then a simple left click throw, which gets this molly to land inside the door's hole where it doesn't spread, so you can get close to it and still nicely see through the hole. Although for the enemy side, it feels like no one can peek you because this place is in flames. The time frame is very little though, as in the end the door's small hole will become a bigger one. Make sure to keep that in mind, get your 1 or 2 kills and don't get too hungry here. Before we move on with the last trick of today's episode, I have to reveal who I decided to give away today's skin prize, and I think you can all agree with me that there was one trick that was kind of from another dimension and maybe needs a further investigation why it works like that. That's the overpass Molotov, which is author T-Boss said to me it's his crown jewel, found by an accident in 2015 when he used to IGL for his team and found all sorts of hippie nades. Big congratulations, and the last is a flashbang, stuck wood position. Get the height from here, aim right like that, plus jump throw. Flash bounces off from the roof and results in a pretty well measured long flash. If anyone is at top middle facing left side here, they should get fully blinded and see only a subscribe button in front of their amazing eyes. If you decide to press it, do it with bells on.